Hey guys, it's Isaac from All Access, and I have another special guest for you guys today. Who do I have sitting across from me?
Hi, my name's Bear. I played in the case tournament at Madison this weekend. I played Yasuo, which we haven't seen a lot of, so if you're a Yasuo player, it is doable. But I took top 8. There was, I think, 69 players registered, and I ended up the 7th seed. So, yeah, just showing off the deck. So
Nice. Any shout-outs before we get into it?
All Access for being my locals and doing the video. My buddy Caleb he was the 4th seed, so he also top 8'd. I think he has a profile up too, so check his out. And yeah, Midwest card games, we're the best at them. So
Sounds good. Let's get into the list.
yeah, this is probably going to be the scariest thing for people, honestly. My turn 1 drops. So I play 2 Traveling Merchant, 3 Mystic Poro, 3 Wielder of Waters. So pretty low unit count for turn 1. I know it sounds awful, but with the deck it kind of makes sense. The one good thing about Yasuo is you can move things the turn that you play them after turn 1. So it's a little bit of a tempo loss if you don't have a turn 1 drop, but if you do have a turn 2 drop, you can still move it, still score a point, it's okay. Merchant, really good. It lets you discard and draw, so you get a little bit of cycle. Mystic Poro will make more sense because I am playing the Nocturne package. Lets you look at the top. Again, a little bit of cycling because you can recycle it. And then Wielder of Water, just a lot of value in a 1 drop. So he gains +2 if he's alone, and you are almost always battling alone with all your units in Yasuo. So he helps attack, defend easily. We are playing 3 Nocturnes, which some people hate. I think it's worth it. If you hit him once a set, it is worth playing the 3. So as long as you see him off of a stacked deck, off of Candlelit, which is one of our battlefields, you get to play him, which is just so much tempo. And he has ganking, which is really good for Yasuo. You could move him up to 1 battlefield, gank to the other. Same with Ride the Wind, really strong. We are playing 3 Rasa. He is a late game bomb. You get there with cycling off of your Traveling Merchants, off anything that's pitching. We do play invert timelines too, so we have a way to fill up the discard. If you are playing him for like anything that's like 4 or less, it is value. Playing him for nothing and just tucking 1 power, I think that is also amazing. And then obviously the 1 Yasuo champion unit. Probably the best card in the deck. If there was something I was going to change, I might play a second one of this, but this is just so strong, being able to move into something, deal damage, clear the board, move to a different one the same turn. It is just so strong. So might play a second one. Definitely worth it if you want to play another unit. Well, that's all for units. Gears, we only play 1, which is 3 Zhonya's. We play 3 because we want to keep Yasuo alive at all costs. So having multiple Zhonya's out and dropping a Yasuo is so scary for some decks. They just have no way to deal with him. He moves in, clears stuff, they crack back and kill him. He lives with Zhonya's. You get to do it all over the next turn, and they don't really have an easy answer for that. So I play Zhonya's at 3. Spells, stacked decks. Probably the best card in purple, and I think the reason why you want to play purple, you get to look at the top 3, grab a card for only 1. That is amazing. It's also enabling our Nocturne plays, so if you see Nocturne off of it, you get to play them. Other things here, 2 Fighter Flights, 2 Ride the Wind. Fighter Flights, offense and defense, you can hide it, you can push something away, you can save one of your units if you want. Just really valuable. It is an action, so you can not hide it and play it on your opponent's turn during a showdown. So really good. Ride the Wind, this is kind of like a finisher. You can ready a unit, move it up, take 1, gank to the other if you have a Nocturne out, if you have the ganking battlefield, or you can just move it after with Yasuo leader effect. It's just so good. Also, weird scenarios where if you are at 6 points and you're holding a battlefield, if opponent pushes up, you can actually Ride the Wind your unit to the other battlefield, and if they have nothing there, it does count as a conquer. So you're at 6, you could Ride the Wind over, conquer for 7, they pass turn, you hold 8. I didn't get to do it at all during the tournament, but I had some opportunities, but they had like a Defy or a spell to kill my guy, so I'll get it one day. Other than that, Defy, that's at 3. This is, you just play green for this, basically. This will stop any weird stuff that happens. You can counter Showstopper if that's going to kill something. Ride the Wind if that's going to be a huge thing from your opponents. There's plenty of things in Ari, Kaisa, just all those low drop things that you need to defy. This stops it. To find your center, this is like a going second card. This I side out every time if I'm going to be going first. But if you're going seconds or if you catch a late game, it is really good, especially if you get the one drop effect where if they're at 5 or more, just one drop, draw one, channel one, super good. Or if you're going second, and again, we play such low units, this kind of is an okay play for that. Sets you up later on. And then invert timelines, one of the other best cards in purple. Super good into anything that holds a lot of cards. So Kaisa obviously is the huge one. They draw so many cards off their effects. Ari holds a lot of cards. You know, Victor has a lot of stuff. Like any of those yellow decks that like Hidden Blade their own stuff to draw a bunch. This is just so good in. You can get rid of their hand, and a lot of times they're hitting important cards they're holding. Otherwise, if you run out of gas and you get low, this fills your hand up. So for sure worth playing. And then our battle tricks, this is pretty standard, 3 on guard, 3 discipline, just great green cards, lets you, outvalue your opponent with 1 unit. Pumping up Yasuo is really strong because it lets him, deal even more damage with his effect, and then clear more if it's a really big battlefield they're trying to hold. Would never change any of these. And then 2 Rune Prisons, which are the last cards in the main. We play this for the set matchup, the Yi matchup. Set especially, if he's going to move in, then Showstopper or something to try to move elsewhere, this makes it so. Stops him the first battle, stops him the rest, because this does stun for the turn. So that is main. Side, this was probably the least effective part of my deck, though it did run well. I played Adaptatron in 2 acceptable losses for Gear Hate. Nobody was playing Aurora at the event, so these were pretty useless, to be honest. Adaptatron sucks, just don't even play it. Acceptable loss is pretty good. I did actually side this a couple times because I did play a baited Hook Darius and a Victor that played Seals, so I sided these in that were relevant. I would keep these just in case. Adaptatron, you can just ignore. Rebuke, I sided almost every game that wasn't against Kaisa because this is just a super good card, maybe potentially even worth maining, but just being able to bounce a unit, super good into set, which maybe is one of the matchups that can be a little bit tougher. Again, Rune Prison's good into it. Rebuke, bouncing anything big, really, really useful. And then the 3 things I cited the most every single game was Wind Wall and Mystic Reversal. For the Kaisa matchup, pretty much every single game against Kaisa, that's obviously the kind of boogeyman of set 1, which we need to figure out how to beat, which it is doable. Every single game I played against Kaisa, I would side out Find Your Centers and a Defy for the 2 Wind Walls and the Mystic Reversal. You need these to be able to stop like Falling Stars, any of their bigger kill spells, really important to be able to stop. The other thing you can side out, which I did most often, was maybe 1 Nocturne if I wanted to keep something else. If I was going second, I did want to keep Find Your Centers in because these are good, turn 1 drops for turn 2 if you don't find a unit. You can side out a second Nocturne. Really kind of personal preference on that. But these are mandatory into Kaisa, just super good, stops anything. Mystic Reversal, some people think it's awful, some people think it's amazing. I like it. I did have a turn against Kaisa where I Mystic Reversaled into Cathian Rain, won me the game. This is absolutely worth it. So, only other thing, sometimes people will play a split of runes. I just play 6 and 6. I don't do like 7 and 5 or anything. You need to keep the green runes, especially if you side the Mystic Reversal and Wind Walls. Yasuo's 2 green, you have to tuck. Mystic Reversal's 3, Wind Walls 2, Defies 1. There's a lot of tucking in green, but a fair amount in purple as well. Rebukes 2, Nocturnes 1 if you unfortunately have to hard play it. You got Timelines at 1, Ride the Wind is 1, and Ross is 1 as well. So even on runes as far as 6 and 6, don't think you have to change it. Overall, Yasuo, a lot of people are not playing it. I do think his leader abilities probably one of the best in the game. Being able to move something the same turn you play it makes this deck worth playing. I'm excited to see new cards that have a lot of value with move going forward. I think Yasuo does have a place in the meta, and we'll see how far we can take it. So
Sounds good. Thank you so much. Congrats again.
thank you.